5, 10, 15, and that's 20.
So, how was that for you?
Get to fucking fuck.
If you're new to this channel, Tom, the unicorn, just did something which, not so long back, he said he wouldn't do in a million years.
You said we weren't going to talk about it. You said I could just do it and we'd move on.
I did say that, to be fair. Okay, there is a serious topic I wanted to discuss today.
Wait. I do just have a couple of things I would like to explore first.
Of course you fucking do.
Well, first of all, a thank you, really, to Max Gilardi for telling your important Microsoft dad that our vaccines turned us into emojis, all for the minuscule fee of Tom ridiculing himself. Now, what I would like to know is, was the reward for you, Tom ridiculing himself, which is, of course, rewarding for all, or was it more of a sexual brony thing?
Good point.
Either's fine, obviously.
Email in and let us know. Well, actually, pass the message on to your dad first. You know, priorities, guys.
Exactly. Okay, so there is
Anyway, I thought these brony people wanted to have sex with ponies. Tom's the unicorn.
He's essentially a pony with a phallic appendage on his head. What's for them not to like?
Fuck off.
My other question for Max was, I guess it's just something I didn't really understand, was of all the things he could have asked for, he picked something that really he could have done himself. Because anyone can make an Animoji video, right?
I guess it's the knowledge that Tom did that video for Max. It's a power thing.
You seem to know a fucking lot about this fucked up shit. Are you one of these weird brony pervs too?
To be fair, watching you get thoroughly humiliated does get me a little excited, yeah.
right, that's enough. It's time to talk about something serious.
Are you all right, Morgan? You seem to be a little on the edge these last few days.
Hates us, doesn't he?
No, I don't hate you. But let's be honest, none of us would ever hang out together in the real world, would we?
I don't know.
Probably not.
So I'm getting a bit, keen for this to be over.
Charming.
Nah, he's right. You guys are all wankers.
Hopefully, Max Gilardi will get some wheels turning for us in terms of bringing this to an end. But maybe not. So we need to keep pushing on. Something I think we should readdress is this whole issue of whether or not we're anti-vaxxers. Other than distressed family members wanting to know who we really are, that seems to be the main question people are asking on email. So what's the answer? Are we anti-vaxxers?
Is that a fucking joke?
What?
Are we against the vaccine? It turned us into fucking cartoons!
He's got a point.
No, he doesn't have a point. Do we really have to do this again? Literally millions of people have died from COVID. Now, the only people who aren't dying from it, bar a tiny minority, are those who haven't had both doses of the vaccine. Science has literally saved the world.
And turn me into a fucking unicorn.
I just got really bad deja vu.
To be fair, I do think it is an important thing for us to discuss on here. And I don't think it's quite as black and white as you're suggesting it is, Charlotte.
Yeah, well, you pretended to be an anti-vaxxer to make yourself look interesting. So sorry if I'm not going to hang on to your every word about it.
Actually, Amy's opinion is just as valid as everyone else's. And I'm sure the people on our stream want to hear what we all think, not just you. Go ahead, Amy.
Well, I do. I think the vaccine's great. I am glad my grandparents have had it, and even my mum and dad, to be fair. For the people who could get really ill from COVID, then yeah, it does seem like a no-brainer. But for people our age, or my age anyway, I don't know. I remember when it first came out, they were saying it was like 100% harmless. All my friends who do science were boring me about why I shouldn't be anti-vax, how there was more chance of pigs flying than anything going wrong with it. Then the experts all came on the telly and said they'd found those blood clots in people's brains, but it was just like a tiny amount of people, so we didn't need to worry about it. Then it was, actually, there are more risks to young people from taking the vaccine than there are from not taking it.
I remember that.
That was just AstraZeneca.
That's fine, but don't you see my point? They've rattled through it all so fast. And yeah, I know they've had no choice to be quick, and that's what saved so many people. But there's no way they can know everything about it yet. They went from like, it's completely harmless, to young people maybe shouldn't take this within a couple of months. Who knows what they'll be saying in a few years, when they've had time to see the actual effects on the millions of people who've had it.
Or maybe they'll be like, wait, probably best not to have your phone in your pocket when you have your second Pfizer jab. Unless you want to turn into a hostile unicorn.
Fuck off.
Selfishly, as an 18-year-old, why would I take a drug to stop me getting a disease that has like a 0.0001% chance of killing me without knowing what the long-term side effects are? Am I really going to jab the stuff into my arm because the government are bribing me with a free pizza? It could affect my fertility, my immune system.
What, the pizza?
Hang on a minute, you have had it?
Yeah, because I want to be able to go on holiday.
Well, then you're a massive hypocrite.
Maybe, but isn't it unfair that it had to come down to that? It should be about whether each individual personally wants to be vaccinated, not forcing their hand by saying they can't go on holiday unless they do. That's basically blackmail, isn't it?
In the Netherlands, they're giving a free fish out to everyone who has it.
It isn't blackmail. Why should you be able to swan around the world breathing your COVID breath all over everyone in the middle of a pandemic? Or even not in a pandemic. Lots of countries have said for years that you can't come in without a jab, whether it's for polio, hepatitis, whatever. Same goes for COVID. They're completely within their rights to tell you need to be vaccinated before entering their country.
But it's not just travel. Soon we need it to go clubbing, right? Won't be long until we copy France and make it a full-on vaccine freedom pass. Restaurants, cinemas, you name it.
If that's the only way to keep people safe for the foreseeable future, then I'm sorry. People just need to do the responsible thing and get vaccinated. If not for them, then for other people in those nightclubs or whatever. We all need to pull together on this. If someone wants to be an anti-vaxxer, that's their right. But we shouldn't have to put other people's health at risk to accommodate them.
Even that word, anti-vaxxer, though. Like, what does it even mean? People seem to use it to mean nutter, but nothing's really that black and white, is it? Everyone has their own story. I told you about my friend whose nana had the vaccine and died. I wouldn't describe myself as fully anti-vax. Like I said, I can see it's a fantastic lifeline for older people, but then I am anti some of the other things. Some of the extents it's gone to.
Like you ending up as a shark?
Like giving it to kids when kids don't even get bad with COVID. I just wish people would be a bit more open-minded to different views and not so quick to shout down those who, dare to have an opinion that isn't the trendiest, most popular one.
Oh, it's not the most popular opinion because it's trendy. It's the most popular opinion because it's right.
Do you think?
Yes. People aren't stupid. The vaccine is our way out. So we need to have it so we can all move on with our lives. The end.
I'm not disputing that though, am I? I'm talking about the grey areas that nobody seems to want to talk about. It's as if it's more acceptable not to question these things at all and just follow whatever we're told, like a big herd of sheep.
I'm usually quite happy to be a sheep. It's better than being a shit. But I must admit, it really wound me up when one of the main guys who was supposedly in charge of it all, before he got sacked, just clearly spent half his time shagging round Parliament while the rest of us were sat at home on our own. That does make you question a lot of it, really.
And she wasn't even fit.
What?
Hancock's new bird. She wasn't even that fit.
I suppose there was only so long we could maintain a meaningful discussion for.
Hey, guys,
What?
look.
Fuck.
Do you think it's dead or asleep?
I did come up with a theory about the skull that I was going to share with you guys, actually. But maybe this changes things.
Go on.
What if it is COVID? Maybe the reason it doesn't speak is because it never could.
Stupid question, but is COVID actually alive?
I think yes, to a degree. You hear people saying it can live on surfaces for so long, don't you?
Maybe that's what's happened to this now, then. It could only survive for so long.
Ah, poor COVID. Wait, it only lives on surfaces for a couple of days max, right? So this one has been alive for a crazy long time.
Or maybe we don't exist in real time anymore.
Of course we do. We've been getting emails and stuff, haven't we?
Oh, yeah.
Looks like we've had another one come through, actually. Let's see. It's from our friend, Max Gilardi.
What's he saying?
Has he sent our channel to his dad?
He's put, "Hi guys, I saw Tom's 20 seconds on the stream and have made a copy of it. Thank you for that. However, I noticed that he had his eyes shut the whole time and did say that I wanted him to maintain eye contact throughout. I'll leave that one with you. Yours, Max."
Go on then. Count me down again.
What?
It's important for us all, innit? Count me down and let's do it.
Seriously?
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Fuck off.
Guys, I think Tom just made a joke.
And one that wasn't steeped in misogyny.
Well done, Tom.
Progress.